Today we're going to do a quick video on BarCodeOS and its ability to custom format data, intelligently determining what was scanned and if it falls into one or more categories, and then applying a certain prefix or suffix to it based upon those filtering results. This is all possible because BarCodeOS is a software layer that ID integration puts on top of the CodeCorp scanner family, allowing us to do some rather amazing things that frankly are just not available on anybody else's product. So if you go out to the BarCodeOS site, which is id-integration.net/barcodeos, see we actually have a web-based configurator, so there's no software to install, there are no drivers to install. You can go out here into the data filter section, and you can actually identify very quickly prefix and suffix. We're going to leave that for this particular case blank, and actually I'll trigger back to this tab where I've got these filters already predefined. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking for certain types of barcodes that indicate either a location in a building, an asset type like a monitor, PC, or chair, that kind of thing, and then the vendor serial number. We're going to tie them all together into a formatted output that in Excel will look something like this, right? Building number or a cubicle number within that building will simply do a carriage return or an enter key to jump down to the next field. A serial number from a product will simply do a tab over to this location, and the scan of an asset ID, which has a known structure as well, will also generate a carriage return, which will jump it back to the next line. So in effect, what we're going to be able to do is scan up at the picture here. You'll scan a location code, then a product serial number, an asset ID, product serial number, asset ID, and so forth, until we switch to a new location, and then I'll start a new section. Okay. All of this uploading directly to Excel or whatever other grid-based system that you want to use. This can be done in a batch fashion where you can collect hundreds or thousands of scans and then upload them all at once. But in this case, I'm going to do it as a live connection with the cabled scanner. The scanner I'm using is simply a CR1000, but it could be, again, any cabled or any scanner that the CodeCorp family has. All right, so what we have is, again, we have a configuration that's going to be no prefix, no suffix, and I'll scan that right off the screen. And then I'll go down and I will scan my second data filter here, which is nothing more than a bunch of regular expressions. And I know that's probably more difficult than most people want to consider, but if you actually contact ID integration, we will help you build that regular expression. In this particular case, you've got something that's kind of a very simple structure like this in terms of very few characters, but it means quite a bit. This means look for anything that starts with an M and 4 digits, or starts with a C, P, or V and finishes with 3 digits, or starts with a B, 3 digits, north, south, east, west, and then 1 or 2 digits. If it matches any of that, then we're going to add an enter key. And if it doesn't, add a tab key. So we take these expressions, we plug them in here, we go ahead and we scan that with our barcode, and then when we come back to an Excel spreadsheet, I'll scan a location code, it jumps down, I'll scan a serial number, it jumps across, asset ID, and this way I can just simply continue that structure until I get to the next cubicle. I'll scan a new location, and then serial number, asset ID, serial number, asset ID, right? And so forth. All without programming, all without drivers or software. Only available with BarCodeOS on the CodeCorp family from ID integration.